best friends and next door neighbors, Willow and Lillian, spill the tea on murder, mysteries, and other things that go bump in the night. So get your favorite teacup ready and let's get into it. Welcome to Cruelty Podcast. This is Lillian, and with me is Mattie.
Hi, I'm
You say
Mattie.
hello. Yeah, that's right.
I did say hello.
Yes, you did. Anyway,
What?
so you might be wondering, Teabag, who is this? And to you, I say it is our new co-host. And so we're gonna spend this episode kind of getting to know Mattie, talking about how both of us got into true crime, and then I promise there'll be actual episode on Friday. Yeah.
Yep. So hi everyone. I'm Mattie. I'll be hosting the episode next Friday. We weren't really planning for this to just be a talkie episode, but since we're here and we're both ready to record, we thought we'd get something out to you guys.
Yeah,
So
I've been really sick, and so I haven't been able to do much of anything, but I can do this.
yeah, you know what? It's a little low effort, but when was the last time we had just well, you know, actually you guys do a little bit of talking episodes kind of often, so
Every once in a while,
wrong,
I would
but
say like once every couple of months. Usually because someone has like had like a near death experience or something. We have a lot of bad luck. I don't know why it is. They've been
yeah, that
cursed.
is kind of strange. And then you had so much happen to you in like the last month that
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
it's just not fair.
No.
You should do a talkie episode about that or talk about it here maybe.
Oh God. I mean, I'll just go over it. It started Thanksgiving. My car just spectacularly exploded. Like I don't know what else to call it. And that sucked. I'd only had it for like a year and a half. And then my water heater went out. Oh, it's still out for the record. We can't do that right now. And then like I got sick. Willow, her mouth is exploded, and so she's currently still waiting for surgery. And it's just been like kind of one thing after another, but that's just how it go, really.
Yeah, that's just kind of how life is.
Mm-hmm. We do
You
our
got to roll with
best.
the punches. Yep, exactly.
We do our best, but we have some really cool like changes to the podcast. Not scary ones, I promise. More episodes. You'll be getting 3 episodes a week now, and then a Patreon episode, probably 2 or 3 of those a month until we kind of get settled back into the swing of things. And then we have a new assistant who is helping us with all kinds of stuff like website and research. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, we are really growing our team over here. It's crazy.
Hold on. It's the cruel team. Huh? We
Whoa!
need shirts.
I need if I don't get a soundboard, first request as host, I want a soundboard.
Oh shit, I've been
I
wanting a soundboard forever.
Oh my god, we need to crowd fund a soundboard, everyone.
Oh, no, I'm
And
gonna abuse it. So I don't
yeah,
know if
we'll
it's a
just
good
have to
idea.
ship it back and forth in between our two houses so that we can both use it.
Oh no. I fear this will be a danger. I don't have any self control whatsoever. Anyway, what I like to do first is I want Mattie to tell everyone about Mattie. That's what I want to happen.
Oh god, I hate when it's just the general question.
Oh, I know.
So I guess we'll just start with hi, I am Mattie. As
Hello. Yeah.
stated previously, who would have thought? Um, I am a 20, about to be 21-year-old, gender fluid person. You can call me woman. Woman's fine. I'm very feminine presenting. Very comfortable in my role with that. Although if anybody's curious, it's she, he pronouns. I have two lovely little brown dogs that I adore, which are Scrappy Doo and Dante. I am a Pisces sun, moon, and a Scorpio rising.
Oh,
Um,
rad.
yeah, I am like 70% water sign or something like that.
I'm only
Which
earth signs.
you're old. How do you pull that off? Only earth
I'm
signs?
I'm a I'm a like a bad bitch. That's how I pull it off.
I
So I'm a
I mean, I guess so.
Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, Virgo rising. Yeah,
I didn't know Virgo was an earth sign
it
off the top of my
is.
head. Apparently, wow.
It is, yeah.
Damn.
It's the earthiest of the earth signs, in
I
my opinion.
disagree. Taurus is the earthiest of the earth
Tauruses can
signs.
go fuck themselves. You hear me out there? You
That's my
snacky.
mom and my niece.
They can go fuck themselves.
What the Jeez,
Look,
coming out the
every
gate.
experience with a
Mom
Taurus I've
hater over
ever
here.
had has been shit garbage. My first ex-husband's a Taurus.
I've only ever loved Tauruses. I've never met a shitty Taurus in my entire
Oh, I
life.
could help you meet a whole bunch of shitty ones. They are all around me.
Have you ever considered that because you are a Virgo, that you are attracting the shitty Tauruses?
Absolutely not, because I'm perfect in every way. How dare you?
You know what? You're so right. I'll shut up.
It's true. I am right. I'm always right. I'm glad that you acknowledge this. It's very nice.
Um, but yeah, so I immediately tried to get back on the topic. I never know what to share about these kinds of things
How about
because
I just ask you some questions like it's an
oh
interview?
please, oh yes,
And then it's
interview
very
me. I
professional.
deserve it.
Okay.
Psychological interview right now.
Yeah, that I didn't prepare for, but let's pretend I did because it makes it more fun. Okay. So, oh, I know. I should probably tell people how we met.
Is that something we're going to talk about? Okay.
A little bit. We'll be vague.
Yeah, let's
This
be
is making
vague.
it sound
How
like
vague
state
how vague
secrets
are
or
we
something.
getting? You know
I'll do
what?
it. I'll
I'll
do
follow
it.
your lead. Yeah,
I'll do it. Yeah, yeah. So, I've already informed everyone that I write erotica for a living. I do custom stories, and I met Maddie in the area of expertise. Yeah. Also a
sure
writer.
do.
Yeah,
I am.
it's true. And so
Um,
we've been chatting, and I thought Maddie was very nice. That's how that works.
yeah, I mean, it surprisingly didn't take a lot of conversations for you to like mention your podcast.
No.
And from there, I want to say it was a matter of 2 or 3 weeks before you're like, you are really cool. Do you want a spot on my podcast? And I, I didn't have any reason to say no, and I was very excited by the prospect because I've never wanted to be a podcast person, but to be invited to work on a podcast, different.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I never
yes.
like one day woke up and was like, you know what I want to be? The
A
Lady Joe
podcaster.
Rogan. Just never fucking occurred to me. But Maris loves podcasts, and so he got me into it. And said I should do it. And speaking of Joe Rogan, my offer to fight him in a dark alley still stands.
And now that I'm on the podcast and I now have my own podcast, um, my invite to Markiplier to meet me in a dark alley is now
Oh
open for
no.
business.
Oh my. That doesn't
It's
sound like
not
you wish to fight him at all.
that's the entire point. I want to shove all of my merchandise in his face for him to sign.
Oh, I thought
I
you were going
I'm
to
a
shove
collectible.
something else in his face.
No, I would never unless he asked very nicely. That's awful. I'm so sorry. If
Yeah,
he ever actually listens to this, I will throw myself off a very tall building.
sure, of course, like into a volcano, like launch yourself
But
into the sun at once. But he won't, so it's okay.
honestly, if anything were to go out about me on the internet, I do want it to be that I consider myself the biggest Markiplier fan. I want anything like if you guys are gonna send me fan mail, like fingers crossed that I am a popular enough host for this. Markiplier collectibles, baby. All
Oh
day,
my
every
God.
day.
Oh, I don't like anyone enough to have any of their merch. But
That's
oh, in other news,
crazy.
tea bags, the Pope is dying, so unfortunately, I will not be able to fight him in an alley. and beat him to death
Whoa.
with his hat.
Wait, are you serious? Is this how I'm finding out that the Pope is dying live on podcast?
It is.
Oh my God.
You are welcome.
That sucks. What is it? Fucking Francis the fourth?
I don't know.
Fifth?
Francis the asshole? I don't give a
Seventh?
shit.
I don't know.
Kill him.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's
Mm-mm.
fine.
He's not. He shits on trans people and he hides pedophiles. So, in my opinion, I'd like to beat him to death with his hat.
The I mean, but with the track record of the Catholic Church, it
I'd like to beat them all to death with his hat. Look, you don't know
fair.
this about me, but you'll figure it out. But I'm mouthy and I don't like anyone.
You know, who likes anybody anymore?
Right?
People
Nobody.
suck.
All y'all
Yeah.
suck. Fuck y'all. No, but we love our fans because they're the only people that are good and have any taste that's good in anything. Yeah? They're refined.
Yes.
Yes.
I had to I don't know why I had to think about it. So far my only interactions with fans have been through the Discord, plugging the Discord, join our Discord.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, it's a fun time. We are in there basically anytime anybody else is in there. So if you guys ever want to talk to us directly, Discord, just join the Discord. It's that easy.
And if I don't answer you because my head's up my own ass, just at me. Just at Lillian on there and I will say hello.
Or
It's true.
Maddie. Maddie's also there now because this is
That's
Maddie's
right.
introduction episode.
It would be
Uh,
weird if we had an introduction episode for just a friend of mine and then they never showed up on the podcast again.
whoa. I think that's just what you call a guest star.
We ever had a guest? I think we did once and it was a bad time. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay. Let's be honest with ourselves. If we could get guests on this podcast,
I don't know that I would.
oh
It's
my
not really
God.
that kind of podcast.
Well, what if we, okay, but what if we ever, could we interview a convicted murderer or something?
I've
Can we
thought
do
about
that?
it, but I don't like giving those type of people attention. I'd rather give like the families attention if they want it, you know? Mm.
I suppose. I
I mean, it
understand where
might
you're
be
coming from.
interesting, but I think I'd be a
Yeah.
dick. That's like my fear. I'd be like, why are you such a murdering piece of shit? Can you answer
Just
that
ask that.
question?
I mean,
No
they
one ever
have to
asked
have
that
heard
shit, and
words.
I want to do it. I want to ask somebody like, do you suck so much? Like, what's the answer?
You're like fucking rubbing their nose in it like a dog that poops on like inside. You're just
Yeah,
what the fuck?
what's wrong with you? And see,
I
that's not cool. I might even offer to fight them. Like,
that's not something. And you'd lose because
oh
they've killed
sure,
somebody,
oh
Lillian.
yeah, I'm disabled and chubby, slow. I can't even run away if you chase me with something like a chainsaw. I'm fucked.
Are you fucking serious right
Yeah, but I do bite. So,
now? I guess we'll need to have Maris on next week to confirm or deny.
oh no, he's said many times on the podcast already. I bite too much, and it hurts, and he hates it. Yeah.
All right. You heard it. You heard it here many times, folks.
Yes, yes. This is nothing new to them, but I thought I'd just like expose you to myself, like in my undiluted form. It's awful. You're welcome.
You know what? Thank you. It is somewhat of a gift.
It's
And
something, all
also a
right.
horrible curse
That too.
just at the
It's
same time.
well, I mean, I don't know. So you're cool and you're fun, but how did you get into true crime, Maddie?
Oh, that is such a great question, Lillian, and definitely not something that we discussed beforehand.
Not at all.
Just- um, so me personally, I have always been a severely mentally ill child. And that kind of just popped up as a whole host of issues and so many misdiagnoses that we just not aren't going to talk about. But I would say that my fascination with death and dying things started around 10 when do you remember or did you have in your day scholastic book fairs? I don't know how old those are.
Well, after I fought off the dinosaurs on my way to school, yes, damn it, we did. We had them, and I loved them very much.
They were so great. Anyways, they had these series of books about forensic science and like the different ways that they use to figure out a crime scene, like fingerprinting and blood typing, DNA testing. Um, I think they even had one on blood splatters, if I'm not mistaken.
What the
Just like a
fuck
whole
kind of scholastic book fair are you going to? I got like the
well,
Babysitters Club.
this was in like a very specific science section,
I
and
see.
I was a stupid little brainiac kid, and you were as well, Miss Lillian.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But I
So we would
also wanted to
go.
read about the Babysitters Club and all of their madcap adventures. At Sweet
I
Valley High.
could, I couldn't. At 10, I was already at a like 12th grade reading level, I want to say.
Oh,
It was to the
sure.
point, it was to the point where instead of them allowing me to read books in the elementary school, I would look on the librarian's computer at the ones that at the middle and high school, and they
Yeah.
would special order them and like get them for me at the elementary school.
I did that too. I was reading like adult books when I was like 8, but let's be clear, I love trash. I love all forms of trash. I like trash television, I like trash books. I've read every Ice Planet Barbarian book now. All of them.
Every single one, you mad woman. I couldn't stomach
Mhm.
more than 4 chapters of the
Mm,
first one.
I read them all. I
I
love
I
them
literally I
unironically.
couldn't.
Shit's hilarious. Makes me laugh so hard. I'm reading their Dragon God Daddy books now. I don't know what they're called, but there's dragons and they're horny and they just want to eat pussy all day. And I'm like, yes. And they
Who
don't talk.
doesn't, you
They
know?
don't fucking. That's what we need. We need men who do not speak and eat pussy
And
only.
only eat pussy?
Turn
Yes.
into a giant dragon and take me to the fucking grocery store. That's what I want. Yeah.
I want a special order a man like that. That's what I deserve.
For Christmas, all I want is a man who doesn't talk, eats pussy all day, and he can turn into a fucking dragon. That's it.
Okay, see, but we're
A lot to
saying
ask.
men. It are at any point do they turn into a human man or are they always like
Oh no, they do.
reptilian?
They turn into like a big dumb beefy himbo.
Oh, I actually no, I do want mine with that option. If that's going to be an
I need
option,
the
yeah.
himbo option. Yeah, because it's got
I
to fit
need
in my house.
Okay, well, question.
Yes.
Oh, sorry to like expand on this.
No, it's
Are
fine.
you a hairless or hairy himbo person?
I could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like a good
I
fuzzy. I
think
like a fuzzy dude, and I like a
I
dude with no fuzz.
I love a fuzzy dude. Like if the preference is there, fuzzy dude.
Maris is like
But
a fuzzy little moth, you know? And it's very cuddly. It's very nice. So like I'm into the fuzz. It's good.
yeah.
I like when the sun catches like his little back fuzz. It's like shiny. I'm like, oh, how
Oh my
lovely.
god, you're outing Maris for having back fuzz.
I already have. Oh, I've
I
already said a
you
lot of things
know,
I shouldn't say.
Maris is
Mm.
gonna kill you when this episode comes out.
He won't though. He's just gonna give me kisses and tell me I'm his baby. Yeah,
And I'm you can't see me, but I'm shaking my head at you.
everyone does, and I don't
Um,
care.
but just to get back on topic, because we are going to ramble, because
Oh
we
yeah.
are both ramblers, unfortunately. Um, yeah, so from those books, I started high school at 12 and I got very grateful or I got very lucky and I'm very grateful for the fact that the high school that I went to offered a great amount of courses including a forensic science course
Oh hell
which
yeah.
was my most beloved class because not only was it considered to be only it was only for seniors. So you had to be very high advanced for this. And I took the class twice because there was forensic and then there was an AP version of it. You had to be a senior just to get into the first one. And then you would have to take it a second semester. But because I was a freshman at the time. I was able to take one in my freshman and one in my sophomore. Um, and it was fantastic. We learned so many things, including how to gather evidence and how to present it to a jury for like case studies, and actual criminal trials. And that kind of just made me fall in love with the whole process from start to end, uh, just solving the mystery. And it
That's
is
me.
like
I
my
like a
favorite kind of
mystery.
puzzle. Exactly.
So you want to know what got me into true crime? Because you don't, because I haven't told you. Because I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
Unsolved
Yes.
mysteries and forensic files in the 90s. Oh, goddamn, that shit was good. It would, like, unsolved mysteries would legit terrify child Lillian, but like I was just like I was there for it. And to this day, I hear the little theme song and I like get hype. And I'm, R.I.P. Richard Stack and your amazing trench coat and your awesome smooth baritone voice. But that's like, and today's unsolved mysteries on the Netflix can go fuck itself. It's not even half as good. I sound like a boomer, but it's true.
I cannot say I've seen either show. I
What
am
the absolute fuck? Oh yeah, you're like a
I
zygote. It's not your fault.
okay, whoa. Throwing over. I'm about to be. Oh my God. This is actually something that's totally going to take this off topic. Something that's actually been bothering me is in a matter of 2 weeks, I am no longer going to fit the barely legal category in porn.
Oh
And
damn.
that's actually hurting my feelings for some
Right.
reason.
Wait till you're 45 and then you're even out of MILF category. Hmm?
No, you're still in MILF category at 40.
Oh
I feel
no,
like
no, no,
MILF
no.
goes until 55. 55,
Really?
it
Okay.
becomes like GILF.
I don't want
Yeah.
that. I don't want to be grandma porn. It's very bad. I don't like it.
I honestly, I actually found out that somebody I used to go out with had an affair with a 70-year-old woman
That's okay.
recently,
I mean, look, when I
which
was
is
young,
crazy because he's like in his 20s.
that's so grody. That's just
I
grody. I don't like
I
age gap that
believe that love is
much.
love, but wow. Interesting choice,
Look,
dude.
I will say things like I don't kink shame, love is love or whatever, but then I will kink shame and then I will go gross.
I feel like there's a difference between like shaming someone in general for it, like shaming them as a person, and then being like outwardly accepting and then being to yourself like I don't personally like that, but that's okay. I'm still giving them my support because sometimes those internal things are just biases that you can't really get rid of. And
I
like yeah,
just
you
wish
should
the
work on it.
internal things sometimes would stay there on the inside.
Yeah.
But in our line of work, it was that's
Yeah, writing erotica unfortunately has exposed me to the worst of people.
Whew,
Um,
Lord of
I have
mercy.
taken, I can think of at least six different commissions I have taken where the way the commissioner or the client would describe the woman, because it's usually I would say 90% of my clients personally are male.
Yeah, mine
Um,
too.
so they usually focus on the female counterpart. And I can think of six different clients where the way that they obsessively talked about their fantasies of that particular female that they wanted to commission,
Yeah, they need
even
to
if
be
it
on a
was a fake
list.
thing. Yeah, no, I'm so
No, I'm
serious.
I'm
Like
not playing.
I even turned down a commission once because I was genuinely worried because he provided me probably close to 20 different photos of this one
Oh
woman,
my God, I know
and
who this
she
guy
did
is.
not. Oh my God, do
Oh my,
you?
yes, I do. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God, this guy, right?
Ooh,
I
I turned him
tried
down
so
also, for the record.
I tried to reverse image search her face, hoping that something would pop so that I could let her
Nothing.
know. Wait,
Yeah.
was this guy related to the person?
Yes.
Is that Oh my God, it was that guy.
It's that. I know
Oh my
exactly which guy.
God.
We'll talk about it later too, because
Yeah, we'll talk
we'll
about
talk
that later,
shop,
but
sister. That's what we'll do.
yeah.
Lord have
Slay.
mercy.
Um,
But yeah, we
but to
both
get
like true crime a lot, and Maddie has a nice voice and is personable and funny and warm and sweet, and I thought she would fit right in, you
yep,
know. Yeah.
sure, we can use those adjectives to describe this. Um, I would call myself an amalgamation. I don't have a very strong accent either way, unless I get around other southern and or northern people because I was raised for I would call about half of my childhood up in Maine and then the other half down in Georgia. And now I reside in Florida where it's sunny and way too hot for somebody who
Florida.
originally comes from Maine. But
We live in very funny states.
we
Okay.
do.
You live in Florida, which is funny. And I live in
Everything
Arkansas,
about Florida is funny.
which is very
You
funny.
you live in Arkansas?
Yeehaw, that's right.
Oh my God. I have been saying that you live in Missouri this entire
How
time.
dare you?
I'm so sorry
Missouri's
from the
like
bottom of my heart.
Arkansas's
Missouri is
soggy,
better than
cum-filled
Arkansas.
hat. It's just gross. I hate Missouri. No offense, Missourians.
Don't call it a cum-filled hat.
I
That's
don't know what else to
awful.
call it. And it's all your brothers. Okay? Look, if they can make the incest joke about Arkansas, I can certainly make it about Missouri. I know because I can see Missouri from my house. I live on state line.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just went to a Dollar General in Missouri like about a couple hours ago, and it was methy as fuck.
I mean, that's just how Dollar Generals are.
Oh, I know.
I have
Maris
not
worked at
gone
one for a while. It's
Yeah,
very
I
scary.
have not gone to a single Dollar General where I didn't feel like anytime I rounded a corner, I wasn't gonna get jumped, which is
Huh?
crazy because they're not usually that big of stores.
No, and they're very scary and full of products.
And they're always like weirdly dim and
Dim,
they
funny.
smell, you know?
They smell like a Dollar General, like just like how a Waffle House
Yeah.
smells like a Waffle House.
It's just like it's a little grungy, a little gritty, and then like this like the chemical scent of the cardboard, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, it's got a vibe, and it's just not a good one.
Mm-mm.
But they have the best
Anyways.
cookies in the world, so they get a pass from me. Y'all,
I could
y'all
not.
ever eaten like the Girl Scout cookies, the coconut ones, the samosas? They have a like a Clover Valley version. So good, better than the Girl Scout cookie one. Way better, cheaper too. So you're welcome.
I am a Thin Mints girly personally, not to start cookie wars.
Yeah, I don't want to
But
eat toothpaste. It's for my
yeah,
teeth, not for eating.
if I'm going to buy Girl Scout cookies, the only thing I'm buying are Thin Mints. Those
So
are the
fucked
only
up.
thing I'll get from them. Those are
But
fucking addictive.
put them in the freezer.
Oh, it's
Ah,
so they're like extra hard. I
yeah,
understand you.
yummy. Oh
I
yeah.
disagree because I really like the crispy wafer.
I don't know what to
Like
do with you. Let
you,
me
you
ask you this. Let
I,
me ask you this. This is like an important question, and I'm going to judge you harshly. Okay. If you made pad thai at home, have you ever had pad thai? First of all,
no,
well then I can't fucking ask you the question.
I'm so sorry. You
God.
can still like give me the hypothetical.
Okay, okay, okay.
I
Pad
would call
thai.
myself a very good cook, so I might be able to get through this.
Pad thai is a dish from Thailand, obviously.
I
Um,
yeah,
yeah, and it's Thai food. It's really good, and it's got like a kind of a really interesting, yummy sauce with some like peanuts, and like you can get it with noodles, and then it
uh-huh.
has like a meat like chicken or shrimp or tofu, right? Yum yum.
Right.
So it's made with a fruit called a tamarind, which is kind of like a cross between like a lemony tomato thing. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
And lemongrass, right? It's delicious, trust me. But a lot of people think it kind of has a peanutty taste because they do put peanuts in it, but it's not a peanut sauce. It's tamarind, right?
Yeah.
But, in a pinch, sometimes people will make like a peanut sauce out of peanut butter to kind of make an American pad thai.
Yeah.
If you didn't have noodles, would you use potatoes?
Potatoes.
Hmm.
Okay, question.
Yeah,
Are you talking like cubed potatoes,
I
sliced
am.
potatoes?
I am talking about cubed.
Absolutely not.
All
Nope.
right, I have judged you as okay and sane. You may remain.
Fantastic.
Fucking Willow, I'm
Uh,
gonna talk shit on her because she's not here. That bitch one time asked me, Lillian, do you have any peanut butter? And I was like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm just curious. I'm nosy. Why
uh-huh.
not? And she said, I'm gonna make pad thai. And I said, the fuck are you talking about? So I made with peanut butter, but whatever. She's like, yeah, I've got some potatoes. And I was out. I was out.
Yeah, I don't know. The idea of like
Oh,
the
makes me want to throw up.
starchy, kind of crunchy, not like I don't know how to explain it. Um, I don't know. It just sounds like the texture would be wrong. It or like and if it's cubed, how big are the cubes? Because at some point
I
it's
didn't
just
look
going
at
to
her
turn into like
cubes,
a mash.
I was too
Yeah.
disgusted. I didn't want to see her cubes. Get your cubes out of
I'm not
here.
going to look at your cubes,
Fuck your cubes,
whore.
bitch.
Get the fuck away from me.
No, I love Willow,
Um,
but she makes bad food sometimes, and I make fun of her, and this is known. I'm really good
that's
at
fair.
cooking, so I'm very snobby about it, and
I am
yeah,
also good at cooking and I'm also
uh-huh,
very snobby about it.
snobby.
We can be snobby towards each other. I give you permission to be snobby towards me if I can be snobby towards you.
Absolutely. You can try
Yeah,
and make
that
fun of me. You can
that's
attempt
friendship.
it. You
You
can
can
try.
attempt it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like if I get frustrated enough, I'll correct you on something that I don't even know if it's correct, which is just called gaslighting.
Danger. That's just very dangerous. I'm just one of those people that, like, I am right. Because I will not open my mouth unless I am very sure that I'm right. Because I like being right a lot.
See, I love being right, don't get me wrong, but I also really like the ego hit I get from saying something wrong and knowing people will believe me, which is a
Well, that is
terrible
fun
thing to
too.
admit on this podcast where we are talking about crimes. And I
Yeah.
promise, I pinky promise, which I've never broken a pinky promise in my entire life, except for once, because my friend made me pinky promise that I wasn't going to tell their parents that they wanted to commit suicide. And I did tell their parents, but I don't feel bad about breaking that one.
Nah, you
Um,
good.
I pinky promise I will never do that on this. But like, just as a general thing about me, yeah, sometimes I'm trying to break that habit though, because I know that I do it for a dopamine hit above anything else. And I need better coping mechanisms.
Don't we all? Well, we are coming
Yeah.
to the end of this episode because I
Shit,
have said
really?
so. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I really wanted to bring up some of the cases that like I went through in my forensics class just to get your opinion on like these popular unsolved cases
Just
because
pick
we had
one.
to
Pick one
argue.
really, really
Okay,
controversial one, and I will give you my opinion.
who do you think took John Benet Ramsey?
A stranger. That's what I think.
You really think that it wasn't an
One
inside job by her mom?
billion trillion percent.
Like you for sure, really?
I'd
Because
put my life on it.
I see, I would put my life on the fact that her mom like totally instrumented that whole thing.
No. And I have a lot of reasons why I think that. And you can listen to my reasons on the cruelty episode where I covered it.
And which I haven't listened to because I am not completely caught up. Whoops.
Well,
We are working on that.
first of all, the police department bungled that fucking case.
Mm,
They did not secure the crime scene. There were family and friends in and out, in and out, in and out. So it was completely compromised from the jump. Um, I don't think it's fair to judge how people act in moments of grief.
hmm.
Um, a lot of people say that Burke did it. 9-year-old didn't do it, and even if he did, you wouldn't cover it up. You just wouldn't because it would have
Nope.
been an accident.
Yep.
I don't believe John molested his daughter.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not with the
I believe
evidence that
somebody
I've
might
seen.
have. I believe somebody might have, but I don't
Oh,
believe it was her dad.
absolutely. Yeah.
And I don't think the parents knew. Or if they knew, they didn't let her around that person anymore. She was always taking John Bonet to the doctor. She was up that girl's ass. She loved that child. She was vicariously living through that child, and I do think it was unhealthy, but I don't think she would
See,
have killed her little princess. I just really don't.
I I disagree. I feel like it's very easy to see that the reason John Bonet was treated as well as she was by her mom is because of what a fucking meal ticket John Bonet turned out to be.
I
I
don't
mean,
think so. Because and let me tell you why. John himself just sold his company for like almost $1 billion. Like they were really wealthy. So they didn't need the money from John Bonet's beauty pageants. She wasn't a meal ticket. This was just something that Patty liked to do and she'd like to do when she'd been younger because she had been a beauty queen herself. And so they didn't need the money and they didn't really need the attention because Patty was also a socialite. She was always like in the community sections of the newspaper and the society sections. So it wasn't even she needed John Bonet for the attention. I think as she aged and she struggled with her cancer diagnosis, she lived vicariously through John Bonet.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah, I've given this case a lot of thought. I
I can see that.
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm high in this entire time.
indeed.
And I probably will be anytime you guys hear from me. Sorry
Yeah,
about
we are
that.
we are medicated and that's okay. We're very pro medication here.
We are pro medication, and by God, do I need to be sedated. And
Something.
that's just a general, yeah, I need to be sedated. Um, but I was pulling out just the arguments that I remember having for high school me, which was at this
I
point
mean, that
fucking
was a
eight
while
years ago.
ago, and then
It was.
you have to keep in mind that they've had some recent developments.
Have they? I
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you, I have not seen anything from them
I'll
since
have to
I
link
actually
you.
looked
I'll
into that
link you
case.
because there's a
Yes,
few I follow.
please.
I follow Aisha Degree's case, which they were getting ready to make arrests in that case.
Really?
Very exciting, yes.
That is exciting.
A couple of sisters. And I think that's
Ooh,
just crazy. That's not the usual, you know what I mean?
no, it's really not.
I'm going to be doing kind of an update on that on Patreon. And that's the T, that's our $1 tier where, we just, if it's not long enough for an episode, but I still want to talk about it. And that will be what I'm covering next is the updates in Aisha Degree's case. Because that's one of the cases that really, I don't know, it's always really stuck with me. That poor little thing. It's like I just think it's so heartbreaking. And it just always has been such a mystery. But yeah, we are going to say goodbye now.
Unfortunately, we are saying
Yes,
goodbye
but
now.
we'll be back.
Yeah, we will be back, and I will be hosting my first like lead of episode. I don't know what to call myself, like main host of an
Yeah, you're
episode
hosting an
this
episode. Yeah,
Friday. Yeah, I'm hosting an episode
I'm
this
so
Friday.
excited.
Please tune in. It's
Yes.
very exciting. I will have officially, one second, I'm going to check my calendar. I will have exactly 2 episodes where I am hosting before my 21st birthday, which
That's
is
so
not enough time.
exciting. That's very
But
exciting.
birthday. So yay. I hope that everybody loves that I have now joined the team and is looking forward to seeing me a lot more.
I think everyone's going to
Obviously,
like you real good.
yeah, and obviously, Maris will have their Maris Mondays, and Lillian will obviously always be Lillian, star of
Uh-huh.
our show.
Oh,
I am just an addition. So, hello. And I'm so glad to be here. And we will see you on Friday.
before we go, I'm going to do a little business time. Not very much. Join our Patreon, join our Discord, check out our merch. We're getting ready to go into spring. Get you a t-shirt, get you a tote bag, get you a mug. We have all those things. Like I've had I think my cruelty mug for like 3.5 years now. No fading, no chipping. It looks just as good as the day I got it. And a lot of you who've gotten merch from us before have said it was really nice. So get you some. Yes. Other than that, you can support us on coffee if you just want to get us a coffee. Huh? We would appreciate it. But otherwise, if all you can do to support this podcast is listen, hey, thank you so much. We do it for you. Time to say goodbye, Maddie. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Us on your social media platform of choice. Linktree/cruelty has all of the links. Check out our Patreon for exclusive episodes, merch, ad-free episodes, live ghost hunts, and much more. Please be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded weekly. Thank you so much. See you next time. Music and production by Libby.